All right, we're going to be doing our unit on Latin America. This involves Unit 3, and it's chapters 9 through 11. The first page on our notes will be Chapter 9, Physical Geography of Latin America, and our numbers will go to number 9. So, the region is known as Latin America because the languages are all based on Latin. Spanish, Portuguese, there is some French, English. There's a few others. Again, I always say if you know English, then learning Italian, French, Spanish, Portuguese, and Romanian would all be fairly easy to learn. But that's where we get the name Latin America or Latino. So the region includes three main parts. We have Middle America, the Caribbean or Caribbean, depending on how you like to say it, and South America. Then one interesting thing about Middle America, we need to kind of clarify the names for this area. So when we're looking at Mexico, and this little area in green is called Central America. So Mexico and Central America together make up Middle America. But if we're just looking at the part between Mexico and South America, it's called Central America. So that's a bit of clarification. Then we can also divide the Caribbean into three parts. They are the Bahamas, the Greater and Lesser Antilles. The Andes Mountains, at over 4,500 miles long, are the world's longest mountain chain. It has about 10 peaks that are over 20,000 feet in elevation. So pretty tall, high, long, and a fairly rugged mountain chain. And it goes along the west coast of South America. You can see it right along the edge there in the brown. Not sure why these are popping out. We have three terms on this page. Llanos, these are grassy, treeless plains of Colombia and Venezuela, mostly for grazing of animals, livestock. Cerrado, savannas of Brazil that are suitable for farming. And pampas, these are areas of grasslands and rich soil in Argentina and Uruguay. Some of the major rivers, obviously we have to mention the Amazon, major river of the world. Starts out in a few areas in the Andes, Peru, many tributaries that come together and form the Amazon as it drains the Amazon basin and goes out through Brazil into the Atlantic Ocean. The Orinoco and Paraná are also significant rivers. So when we talk about the Amazon, we have to say that it is the biggest, it is the river that has the most volume of water. So the Nile is the longest, but the Amazon is the biggest. A couple of quick stats about it. These are probably still fairly close to being accurate. There's enough water in the Amazon River in one 24-hour period to supply New York City for 9 years. When it empties out into the Atlantic, it goes out 150 miles before the brown silty water of the Amazon finally mixes with the ocean water in the Atlantic. And, oh yeah, at the mouth it's 200 miles wide. So it flattens out and spreads out at the mouth. Seemed like there was something else I was going to mention with it. So world's largest and, oh, now I know what it was. So largest and second longest. Now I forgot again. Oh yes. So when we look at it compared to the Mississippi, which is familiar to us here in the United States, the Mississippi has a water flow of about 600,000 cubic feet per second. That's a lot of water. I mean, that's an amazing amount of water. But then if you look at the Amazon, it has 7 million cubic feet per second, which is over 10 times bigger than the Mississippi. Angel Falls at over 3,212 feet is the world's highest uninterrupted waterfall, meaning that it comes over the edge and it falls, free falling for over 3,000 feet before touching any other part, any ground. So picture of it here, of course, a lot of students will mention how it looks like the waterfall in the movie Up, Paradise Falls, so I'm sure that was the inspiration for that. Latin American countries are among the world's leading suppliers or producers of oil and natural gas, especially the countries of Mexico and Venezuela. So this region of the world has abundant mineral resources. There's bauxite, which is used in the making of aluminum. They've got gold, tin, copper, especially found in the Atacama Desert, silver, iron, lead, and nickel. There was a mummy, I believe, found, and the age was maybe around 5,000 years old. When they found this, it was a young child, and the body was green, but it was a mummy. And so the reason for that, the Atacama Desert is a very, very dry place, and the soil had a lot of copper in it, so of course the body absorbed that copper and turned the body green. Rainforest, dense forest made up of different species of trees. The largest, of course, is the Amazon River Basin in Brazil. It is a tropical wet climate. They also have canopies. You can kind of see one here and in that picture there. So a canopy is a covering of trees that keeps the sun off the forest floor. And there's places where you can walk. It's supposed to look like a tree, but I think it's just a metal tower that they built. Anyway, you can walk around through there and see the canopy and those large trees and the tropical rainforest, which you can't always do down on the ground. Come on. The Atacama Desert is one of the driest places in the world. It's very hot and dry. I believe as far as precipitation, let's see if I can get this right. So it's 0.03 inches per year is the average. So if my math is right, that means it would take 30 years for it to get 1 inch of rain, somewhere around there. So again, excuse me, very dry location. And this is the end of our page 1, and this is a sculpture that could be found in the Atacama Desert. Kind of an interesting one there. Thank you.